she wasn't, or it didn't feel as easy to love, you know. And my overriding emotion and desire is for her to feel my love.
Tell me about your mother.
What do I want to say about my mum?
Relationships with mothers are so complicated.
She's always been there.
She would find the beauty in the smallest of things.
She was so tough, so no nonsense, such a tough cookie, a New Zealander, straight talking, often quite scary.
You know, my mum could be quite rageful when I was little. People didn't have the same level of scrutiny and insight into parenting that we have now.
She would hold things in and then explode.
My mother was a fun, playful, gorgeous, sweet, kind, funny, opinionated, magical mother.
One thing that my mum always used to say to me was, you're no better and you're no worse than anyone else.
She's enabled me, or not necessarily enabled me, but she's held space for me to be in the journey of me and all the undulations that that's taken.
She loved me in a very different way, and actually that love is actually so much more unconditional than I ever thought.
There were times where I would just cry and she would just stroke my head. You know, I just remember being like in front of the fire on Christmas Day, my Christmas Day being very different to what I thought it was going to be. And she just allowed me to kind of just sob and be in that space.
Well, my mum didn't put pressure on us to go in any particular direction. Neither my sister or I are as successful. But my mum doesn't, she doesn't care.
There'd be times where she would like look at a flower and say, how can people not believe in God? Like, look at how amazing this is.
When you were young and you were unwell, what was her nursing method?
Her nursing method?
So she's not, she would admit this, not a great nurse.
I don't have any memories of being unwell.
Okay, she must have been like, just go back to school, get on with it.
Yeah.
Illness was, not really, it was not indulged.
That's good though. I think that is good.
I think it is good. I think that I learned the lesson eventually. But initially, the little girl in me was like, please indulge me.
She was very empathetic, and she would always make me like chicken soup and bring it up to my room, and was great at that. She's such a sort of carer. She is really brilliant at just giving that love and care.
Wrapped up on a sofa and the telly on, you know.
It's very nurturing, and I think that's the thing I miss the most. There's no one that you pick up the phone to when you're feeling so sad or so blue or so down or so ill. She's very great. I also have really fond memories of her reading stories with really such animation, and I feel like I try and do that for Sylvester now.
Is there a philosophy to life that she's taught you, or that it might not be something that you necessarily want, but is there something that she would always say? Or
I feel like I've learnt, do you know what, so much about how I want to be a mum. Nourishment, nurture, dedication. It's almost like I've captured that bottle, that kind of like feeling in a bottle that I want to have with my children.
Mum was like, you just get on with it, and you know.
So just get on with it.
2 weeks after my marriage broke down, she's wallowing now, and it's like, you know, didn't really.
But my mother, I think she listens.
Right. Yeah.
She listens, and she holds space that I will get to my own answers. I think that's what she does. I don't experiencing her as having one thing that she would.
Being able to be quite like a quiet, powerful person is not really known, like not given a lot of credence, you know. I now see the kind of strength beneath the quiet. So it's sort of like a lesson that has taken me quite a long time to learn, but I'm really, really glad that I'm still learning it.
She really was super inspiring, and she we always quote her within my business to say she would find the beauty in the smallest of things. And I think that gift that she gave me, she once wrote in a book of mine that if I could fly in my own sky, then she had indeed reaped what she had sown, and if there was space for her too, then yeah, she'd made it, and that was true for the last 15 years of her life.
And how to be a good gardener. Very
How
good.
to be a good gardener.
How to
Well,
be
there's
such a good
metaphor.
gardener. Yeah.